The start of Season 2 was a forgetful one for Arkansas State, getting blown out by rivals Memphis. But as we look ahead to our next two games, we get to go home for two favorable matchups. As we try to correct the start of this season, I was not expecting us to put up such a weak fight in the season opener. The defense struggling wasn't all that unpredictable, but the offense did not come anywhere close to expectations, as quarterback Duncan Grant did not have a good debut, and really the only player that shined offensively was running back Bo Jackson. We'll have to keep an eye on his touches after a 21-touch season opener. We don't want wear and tear to get too out of hand. And we have to get our passing game sorted out here today. The receiver trio I hyped up so much going into week 1 combined for just 88 yards. Now, part of that is because Aiden Williams and Titus Mokiao Adimalala had to miss much of the game due to injury concerns, and it looks like TMA's left arm is still bothering him a bit. We are playing Texas State in week 2. The Bobcats have left the Sun Belt, actually going to the Pac-12 this season. Top player is Bo Sparks at wide receiver. Jacoby Williams was a player we attempted to add in the transfer portal. He went to the Bobcats instead. Bobcat quarterback Geo McCracken threw 4 interceptions in the season debut, and I'm hoping our defense can come away looking a lot better than they did in the first game of the year. And it's time to leave week 1 in the past. Bad start to the year, but we can't let it define this season. We still have high expectations, and I think a good chance of having success this season. We're at home now. Let's get things corrected. And we're playing a team that we had an absolute classic against last season. You'll remember the Corey Rucker game where he went for over 200 yards on this team. Up first is the Red Wolves as we get underway. And Arkansas State has J.J. Harrell on the run back to the 22-yard line. Duncan Grant trying to put last week behind him. He opened the day like 2 for 8. Just could not complete a simple pass. And getting started at our own 22-yard line. It begins with a screen, getting the ball out to Hudson Clement. I do think the screen game is an important part of the offense with the state of the offensive line. Second down, and the give goes to Bo Jackson. Short pickup. Cedric Hawkins checks into the game, and the pass is caught. Aiden Williams, a first down. I think we could end up seeing a lot of Cedric Hawkins in this matchup, and on first down, it's going to go in his direction on the swing screen, and it's Hawkins to the outside getting first down yardage. Inside handoff, and a penalty will throw off this early drive success. Illegal block in the back. This is a lot of snaps on the first possession for Cedric Hawkins. Now second down and 13. And pretty good coverage. Trying to extend it and overthrown. Another penalty marker down. This one's going to be on the Bobcats for pass interference. Inside handoff. Cedric Hawkins across the 35. I do have wear and tear sliders set up in this series. Still kind of learning how they all work as Hawkins now checks out of the game. And we're going to get D'Angelo Cooks now involved. Cooks carries and gains 1. And this is something you're able to adjust on the fly, actually. So I think I will do this already. Hawkins back in the game. Third down and short. And Titus Mokiao Adimalala's second catch of the season. First down and 10. And back to Williams as we're getting the ball out quick. And now Williams is down. A lot of players getting banged up here on the offense early this season. It's Cedric Hawkins now. He gets through and takes it to the 2. Another run. Hawkins. No, denied. Bo Jackson now in the game on second and goal. And Arkansas State will put it in the end zone. Jackson's second rushing score of the season. And so far, he's the only player to find the end zone for us. And already we're looking at Aiden Williams missing a lot of this game as well with a forearm injury. He'll be back probably in the second half. All right, it is Reggie Carter's defense taking the field now, trying to show they can be much better than they were against Memphis. Texas State had a really bad start to the year offensively, and we'll see if we can capitalize and make some plays of our own. We did have 3 sacks, 2 of those from blitzing linebackers, and the Bobcats, they start with a run, and it's Aaron Alexander who sniffs it out. McCracken motions out the running back on second down, and he's got time, and an open receiver who just cannot make the catch. That's a big concentration drop on the outside by Bo Sparks, who is meant to be their best receiver, best player. Third down then for the Bobcats. Again, good protection, but forced to go underneath, they'll come up short. And that punt does not travel all that far, and J.J. Harrell will have it at the 49-yard line. Good field position on drive number 2 as they overload the right side. It's a run to the left for Bo Jackson, gain of 8. Motion on third down and 2, and there's Hudson Clement, wide open, first down. 6 of 7 through the air, a completely different start than we saw a week ago. Bobcats showing pressure, but back out of it now. Complete. Titus Mokiel Adimalala. Another injury. This is out of control. Similar to week 1, we have only one of our big 3 portal receiver additions on the field. So first down, swing pass. Jackson makes a man miss. Heads inside the 10, and he's out at the 5. First and goal, Red Wolves. That's Hudson Clement in motion. And out in space, he gets a little block from Harrell and makes his move to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. First passing score of the season, and a 13-0 opening. That is more like it, and it takes a lot of the pressure off this defense. And Texas State starts their second possession. McCracken, he goes down. That's a sack. Drew Collins, second of the season. Bobcats have only ran 5 plays offensively. And here's a third down and 14. Floating, but broken up. That's good coverage. The slot cornerback this year is Isaiah Hornsby. He's a smaller corner, but he's pretty solid in coverage. Gets a hand on that ball. Again, these punts are just not going very far, and after letting it hit his foot, it's recovered by J.J. Harrell. So far, the pass game clicking. Here's Grant actually going to take off and pick up 5 yards. On the sweep is Bo Jackson. He has the edge for the first down, heading inside the Bobcat 30. The first quarter couldn't have gone much worse last week. This game, it is a complete flip. Third down and 6. Pressure's on, and the pass is incomplete. Clune Van Andel, 41-yard try, and now a 17-0 Red Wolves advantage. The Bobcats don't even have a first down yet. Second down, and there's time for McCracken. That's complete. Kilgore is all over the receiver. And McCracken on third down is able to find Stammy again and get the first. Handling the rush just fine, and that's complete. And trying to defend the sticks, McCracken has time, and he throws well off the mark. Receiver broke in one direction, he threw in the opposite. Arkansas State has scored on all 3 of their possessions so far. Oh, that is nearly picked off for Clement. Good coverage. Third down now for Arkansas State, and this ball is launched downfield, but off the mark for TMA. Good move to the outside, and the Bobcats, for the first time, will have the ball in plus territory. Motioning out the running back, and McCracken, that's going to be broken up. Incomplete for Bo Sparks. Like what I see from the secondary today. Can they pick up another stop now? 3rd and 8. This one is complete. Sparks holds on. In motion now, getting a block to seal the edge and spinning his way to the end zone. What a score! Eric Reddick puts the Bobcats on the board. That's Bo Jackson trying to find some daylight and spins ahead for 4, opening with 8 carries, 40 yards. Third down now, and breaking open, it's caught Hudson Clements. First down as Grant hits 100 yards passing in the first half. Back to the air again. This is Javion Fricks on the reception, 9-yard gain. Inside give, big lane opens up, it's Cedric Hawkins, first down. Jackson the running back, and he gets through, trying to find another big run, and he takes it up to the 22. Grant on a rollout, oh, this is trouble, just got to heave this one away. Bobcats showing pressure, but it's only a 4-man rush. Grant hit again as he throws, and it looked like we were going to have TMA opening up there on the comeback route. But a field goal try again. Kick from Clune Van Andel is right down the middle, and he's 2 for 2. Are the Bobcats able to keep up in this one? That last drive was really solid as Alexander Kilgore makes the play. McCracken again, hands to Williams, and now he's got some daylight into the Red Wolves secondary. First down. For rushing, McCracken has time, and this will be another Bobcat first down as he reaches beyond midfield. Jacoby Williams motions out. McCracken, high throw, reeled in by Bo Sparks. 3.5 to go now in the first half. McCracken, deep shot, and open! Caught down to the 1. And what a day for Eric Reddick. Getting the Bobcats back into this game. He scored their first touchdown and has them knocking on the door of another. Handoff, touchdown! The Bobcats are here to battle after a rough start to the game. Turning into an exciting, high-scoring first half. 3 minutes to play now in the first half, and Grant hooks up with Harrell. First down. Setting up a screen now, and that's Bo Jackson to the outside. He cuts it back to the inside, looking to go across the field. He is a special playmaker. 2 minutes to go now. And Grant puts one up for Clement, and it's punched out of his hands. 3rd and 10, Arkansas State. Not in field goal range from this spot, trying to at least get closer. And Grant hit again as he tries to throw downfield. Colbert trying to pin the Bobcats, and he will have them start this drive from the 11. Bobcats have found their rhythm offensively, and we have ourselves a competitive game suddenly. Jacoby Williams, that's a first. Very few instances of pressure from this defense. Settled down underneath now, heading to the sideline. Substitutions now across this defensive line as McCracken steps up and runs straight ahead. At midfield, he goes down. Play fake, open! Nice catch, Kylan Evans. McCracken 13 for 17. I really did think the defense had started well. Secondary was showing they can make some plays, but not on these last few possessions. Now at the 24, McCracken has a first down throw to Ty Stammy. Inside 20 seconds now. Bobcats have just one timeout. Short throw, and they'll have to spend the timeout now with 12 seconds remaining. Now we're hoping they make a mistake and get stopped inbounds. 7 yards away, McCracken caught! He's across! Texas State will take the lead, and it's Eric Reddick. Second touchdown of the day, and he's made a key play on all 3 of their touchdown drives. Unbelievable. We scored on our first 3 possessions of the game, yet still trail after building up a 3-score lead. It's 21-20 at the break. We're about to pick up the aggression now in the second half. We didn't open that way, and we were getting stops. But I think that we just have to try to make big plays, send blitzes, do whatever it takes to get into the backfield and throw off some of these possessions. McCracken, he's actually pressured, runs away, but has room and slides for 7. It was Drew Collins, I believe, again, who applied the pressure. He's been the best pass rusher so far, number 11. Third down now, outside, caught, first down. Inside handoff, Jacoby Williams. Gain of 8 and shaken up. Again, third down for Arkansas State. Backup running back in the game, pitched, and Evan Brown misses the tackle. Come on. There isn't a mistake this defense won't make. We're about to see so many blitzes in the second half. A lot of zero pressure. McCracken, he's pressured, but throws and misses his receiver. Third and long. It is a screen. Just make the tackle, and we get a stop. Don't tell me our top cornerback's hurt, man. Arkansas State trailing by 1. And fitting it in. J.J. Harrell makes the catch. Should that throw be attempted often? Definitely not, but it worked there. Bo Jackson now. He slips a tackle and picks up 10 more. Play action now, and there's time for Grant. Looking downfield, that's complete to Mokiao Adimalala. Pressure coming, flag down, that will wipe out. A really good play from J.J. Harrell, it's a hold. Sends us back for second down and 23. Caught by Harrell, and now he is also shaken up. Right on the edge of field goal range here. Good route. Good catch, Hudson Clement. Inside the 10. That is goal to go. Can you hold up one-on-one with these route runners? Great look here from Clement, making it easy on us throwing the football. My cat just heard that howl, and he's very concerned right now. We're at the 9-yard line. It's a throw and broken up for Houston Thomas. Quick screen. Oh, no! Intercepted! Wow! Texas State just jumped the screen and they take over. First interception of the season. They crash hard here on the run, but that cornerback just goes straight to the receiver. We can't get a block, and that really hurts. Stuffed Corey Sigler with the TFL. And we're not seeing Jacoby Williams out there. It's Tyron Browning who's the running back. As we look for our second consecutive stop here in the third quarter. And McCracken under pressure sends one downfield, and the pass is broken up. Still down 1 point. Here's Bo Jackson again. That first defender never seems to have a chance. Probably 4-down territory at this area of the field. And caught. That's a first down for Summers. Four receiver personnel for the Red Wolves. Coming across, J.J. Harrell. He makes a move, and we're back in the red zone. Red Wolves facing third down. Would have to get inside the 2 here for a conversion. And again, hit as he throws. There is a flag. This is going to be on the Red Wolves again. Clune Van Andel on, and he is now 3 for 3 as the Red Wolves retake the lead. Red Wolves back in front, trying to protect their lead as McCracken over the middle has a connection with his tight end. Changing some things up, has been successful so far in the second half. But here's a good cut to the outside and a big run for the Bobcats. Pressure coming on first down. Wide open throw from McCracken. Inside handoff, running room, gain of 7. A lot of hurry up here from the Bobcats. We send pressure. McCracken incomplete. Well covered by Kilgore. And this is going to be a punt for Texas State. Very surprising here on 4th and 1. But they'll get it back. Nice job by Kilgore. And we are on to the 4th quarter, everybody. Trying to hold on for the first victory of Season 2. And Grant, he coughs up the football. Recovered by the Bobcats. Touchdown! Another turnover, and Texas State takes the lead. Bobcats take away the crossing pattern underneath, and then the pressure shows up. And a second fumble loss now by Grant this season has us trailing. We're going to run the football. Bo Jackson up the middle, another gain of 10 plus. 16 carries for 73 yards. It sure feels like he has a lot more yardage than that. Play action now, and Grant has a wide open receiver. He just missed badly. This team sure has a very long way to go. Grant incomplete again, taking a lot of hits in the pocket for the second straight game. And extra protection is here. Pass, hold in. Mokiao Malala. Back to pass, and putting one downfield. It's overthrown out of the reach of TMA. Thought it was a pretty good look there. 3rd down and 7. And Clement's going to be stopped short of the sticks. Offense will stay on the field. Back to pass on 4th down. Open. Clement holds on. 1st down. And facing yet another 3rd down. And Grant is hit. There's just not a lot of time to stretch the field. And when we're not getting into 3rd and short, it's a bad situation for us. So we're going to send out Clune Van Andel again. Make or miss. We're going to be trailing. Nearly blocked. There is a penalty marker down, though. And we just got bailed out by a roughing the kicker penalty. Points off the board, but now at the 15-yard line. Bo Jackson runs for 7. Back to pass. Grant throws, and TMA takes us to the 2. Handoff. Cedric Hawkins. He has the touchdown run. Red Wolves back in front. And now the 2-point conversion. And, oh, man. Got around to Hawkins there too late, and it's only a 1-point lead, which doesn't feel very safe. At least the defense has been improved so far in the second half. Up by 1, facing pressure. Evan Brown misses the tackle, but then gets the tackle on the second attempt. McCracken. He throws short, and there's a catch and run chance now into Ark State territory. McCracken, short throw again, and Stammy has the first down. They're already in field goal range. Key play coming up suddenly. Bobcats 3rd and 3 on the keeper, McCracken. He breaks a tackle but loses yards with that effort. Evan Brown just cannot tackle, man. Number 47 is struggling. Field goal team on for the Bobcats again. Kick is up, and they lead again. 5 minutes to go in the game for Arkansas State. Pass out, caught, TMA. Having a nice second game. Duncan Grant's taking a lot of hits, though, and we need to limit that the rest of the way. Here's Grant once more. Takes another hit. That pass is batted down. And Grant has had to come out of the game now. Ricky Collins has entered with us trailing. And Collins is hit now. 4 and change left to go. Collins, man. Another hit on the quarterback. 4th and 10. And we're going to try to trust our defense to get us the ball back again. Pretty good punt. And the Bobcats will have it at their own 25. They have a chance now to put us away. Oh, my God. Handoff. Here's some room and a good 7-yard gain on first down. 2nd and 3. Screen. Was that a 2-for-1 block? What a play. First down. Bobcats again to the outside. We're all over it. Evan Brown made a tackle. They're behind the sticks, and this is our chance. Bobcats run it down inside 240. Quick throw. Catch and run. Nice gain. They're so close to the first. And they spread the field out now. 4 receivers wide. 2 minutes to go. 3rd and short. They will not get it. And the play is made by Luke Wisham. Should have spent the timeout there, but we're going to have all 3 for Ricky Collins, who steps in and tries to lead Arkansas State to a win. Aiden Williams has been unable to go for most of this week. This one's going to go downfield over the head of Hudson Clement. Only a 4-man rush coming across. Good catch. And they'll give TMA first down yardage. Under a minute to go now. Screen. Harrell gets away. Heads to the sideline. And we're closing in on field goal range. Here's a quick throw with space. TMA. Cedric Hawkins helped hold that cornerback to give him some room. And the ball's out quickly this time. Hawkins spins and has us at the 26. And Texas State now feels some of that pressure. Inside handoff and heading inside the 20 now. Texas State's running out of chances. And we are going to run this clock down for a last-second field goal try. 29 yards out. Game-winning try for Clune Van Andel. For our first victory, the kick is right down the middle. The Red Wolves do win their first of the year. But I did not expect it to be such a grind. 32-31 is the final. The early minutes made this look like it was going to be a lopsided Red Wolves victory. But then Texas State got into the game, and they made this one a lot more competitive than I was expecting it. And we're lucky to have won this game. Much better day through the air. We really ran 91 plays in this game. How long was this one? I mean, we did throw it almost 60 times today. Duncan Grant, he gets hurt. Ricky Collins comes in relief, leads us on the game-winning drive. Bo Jackson, 85 yards on the ground. Cedric Hawkins, 9 carries for 50 yards. Titus Mokiao Adimalala, 9 for 94. Good day for Hudson Clement and J.J. Harrell. Defense still has a lot of work to do, but 17 tackles from Isaiah Hornsby is really impressive. 15 from Evan Brown. How many did he miss? and 1 sack for Drew Collins. But getting more aggressive and blitzing more in the second half certainly helps slow them down. McCracken still had a really good day and didn't face a lot of pressure overall. You gotta be worried about our defense putting up a fight this year and what that's gonna mean for our offense and what they have to do. But at least we got that first win. Arkansas State is now 1-1 on the year. We're going to host Missouri State in week 3. However, there was a very big injury during this game, and quarterback Duncan Grant is officially done for the season. That's my fault. I said I couldn't let him get hit again. But we just have not been able to get the ball out quick enough. You know, I'm not trying to throw everything downfield, but we just don't have time to throw in the intermediates as much either. And he took a lot of hits, and running like 90 plays in a game, that's going to run the hit count up. I mean, when he had 49 throw attempts, a sack, probably a couple scrambles, we're talking 50, 55 dropbacks. By the way, what does injured reserve mean? Because this is college. There is no injured reserve that I'm aware of. There's no active roster. You can just play anybody. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that. But suddenly now, the consequences are that we must go to the backup quarterback. And Ricky Collins is now the next man up for the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And thankfully, we added 2 players then in the transfer portal this year. Ricky Collins apparently transferred from Syracuse. So we have the rival of Buffalo, the last dynasty. We get one of their quarterbacks, and now he's got to take over a very critical season here in this rebuild. Collins gives us a very big mobility boost, and we can do a few more things in the running game with him. But as a passer, he does not throw the deep ball all that well, and he doesn't handle pressure that great. So I really have to make some changes with this passing game and get things cleaner so that we don't lose another quarterback. One thing we're also seeing is a ton of wear and tear on the receiver position. It's affecting Aiden Williams. It's been affecting J.J. Harrell. That was before I simulated here to week 3. Something tells me the wear and tear is actually a little bit worse on Duncan Grant if he has a torn pectoral. But I actually wanted to make a change here with the injury slider. I've knocked it down from 30 to 20. I think the Grant getting hurt made sense given the context of his wear and tear and everything. But I think with the introduction to wear and tear, with the injury slider, it's kind of hard to juggle and find the balance of where things should be, because as it is right now, we are having so many clock stoppages due to injuries every game. And I think that's part of why we had such a long game with around 150 total plays. I have to go to the main menu to show you the specific wear and tear sliders because they're not inside of Dynasty mode. But I don't really agree with the way wear and tear is handled by default. So I have been using sliders and now I'm adjusting them myself. But I really don't think that a proper wear and tear system would be seeing players' ratings changing like play by play as they're hit. My idea for wear and tear was a player's coming in and maybe his arm is bothering him. And so there is a rating impact and there is, a chance at further injuring it. But I don't think what is the 3 hours of a game going to do to heal your arm? Why is there healing in game for that kind of thing? If you're questionable to play, you're not going to be better by the third quarter. So I'm kind of theorizing right now and thinking about how I want to change some things up. I do think that normal tackle impact is simply too high, especially at simulation length games, because essentially we're just seeing players who get tackled experiencing wear and tear, and not much for really anybody else. So I've dropped normal tackle from 30 or 35 on this set down to 20. I think it's overdone. I have bumped up hit stick, and I may even further, because I think big hits should have an impact. But I think I have to get into a test dynasty or something and really nail down what it is I'm looking for. I certainly want, the wear and tear of a season to be shown in the series. I think minor bumps and bruises should be able to heal during a game, but I don't think like a player with severe risk of injury at the start should be anything higher by the end of the game. I don't like how wear and tear has been gamified. It is a realistic feature that should behave realistically. But there are a bunch of sliders. I'm happy they're there. I just have to learn how to fix this up and get it where I want it to. So that'll be a work in progress for me as we look ahead to the Missouri State game. But let's go drop in on recruiting and see where are these 4-star battles. How about this? We are now in first place for DeMar Alba and Stephen Harris. So the chance to get a 4-star receiver is there. We are in first place for Dylan Boykins. Memphis having trouble keeping up in this battle. We're in first for David Asper, Matthias Cherry. Looks like first for the majority of our board. Pierre Shembo, that's a one-team battle. That's we're in his top 5 now, so we can start to look at hard and soft selling. And then I'm adding in 25 points to a couple of the DB targets then. So I got 50 up top here with Harris and Alba, 50 for Dylan Boykins, 40 on David Asper. We're going to keep it to those 10 right now. I feel like I gave myself one answer then. The in-game healing pool, in my opinion, should be extremely low. Your status should not change dramatically. I think the ideal system for me is going to be slower wear and tear, but once it's there, you're not going to be fixing it really in-game. I've been thinking about that all day, so I'm probably going to keep chiming in with different things because I'm not going to stop thinking about it. But next up, everybody, the Missouri State Bears. It's another rivalry game, a chance for us to win one of those. And of course, winning rivalry games is important when you think about the coach ability tree. Architect is unavailable until you win 4 of those, and we don't have any yet. Josh Joyner is the top player on this Missouri State team that enters 0-2. He has a lot of explosiveness, and our run defense hasn't looked all that stout. This is a low-ranked team, but that did not stop Texas State from taking us down to the wire. I think everybody's going to have a chance to look really good against our defense. The Bears are 0-2, quarterbacked by Cole Forbacher. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 46% completion percentage. Leading receiver is Zeus Lloyd with 186 yards. And in 2 games, they have not recorded an interception or a quarterback sack. They have just 2 TFLs. They played tough against SMU, though. They only lost by 14 points. Now let's try to win 2 in a row before our big battle with Arkansas. A matchup I plan to play yearly in the start of this series. Maybe it'll be every single year. But this is a rivalry game, everybody. A big one for our Red Wolves. And it's Ricky Collins who is set to make his starting debut as we will open with the ball, and J.J. Harrell, he handles the return. He's got some daylights and brings it out to the 30. And here we go, making the change. Okay, we're rivals but only have 2 meetings? Really? And the last one was 70-7? This feels like the most random rivalry of all time. I'll take it though. Ricky Collins making the start, and it's going to be Bo Jackson run down with a loss of 2. Collins is a junior, and he's got the trio of receivers on the field. We're going to roll, dump this one to Aiden Williams, who really hasn't been able to do a whole lot in the first 2 weeks. Keep an eye on his wear and tear. I thought about sitting him this week, but it didn't look too bad going into the week. 3rd down and 10. And it is Williams who had to leave his feet, and that cost him the catch and the first down. Here come the Missouri State Bears. Our defense showed us some good things in the second half. We're going to come out and play a little more aggressively to open this week. 1st and 10, blitz on the way. Pass is overthrown, and it's intercepted. Forbacher threw behind his receiver, and the pass gets reeled in by Malachi Whedon. I believe we've found our identity on defense. blitz, and hope for the best. It's Alexander Kilgore who puts the pressure on Forbacher. And, you know, it's not the worst decision. You just better be right when you try this. And he was way off the mark. We have not created a lot of takeaways in this series, so each one stands out. Bo Jackson carries and gains 4. Collins trying to capitalize on the takeaway. Pass caught. Aiden Williams, first down. Jackson motions out on 2nd down. And this one goes to Hudson Clement. That's coming back. And it's a holding call on center Gabe Fortson. Motioning out the running back again. Pass from Collins, overthrowing Houston Thomas. Out of field goal range on 3rd and 17. Collins rolling, finding TMA at the 33. And making the 4th down a little bit closer. We're going to go for it here. And again, caught Aiden Williams, and he takes off toward the end zone. That is a touchdown. Aiden Williams, first on the season. Looking a lot healthier this week, and the Red Wolves lead it. There's a lot of space there, and they just can't keep up. That's what I'm excited about with these playmakers against the level of competition we're playing against. We should be able to get easy catches distributed and let them make plays. Good start for the Red Wolves, and outside and turning it up. That's a really good run for Josh Joyner. Just stuck with it. Didn't look like it was going to work, but eventually turned the corner. Bears go empty on 2nd down. Pressure's on. Quincy Wright. And that's a sack. For Quincy Wright, his first on the season. Been waiting for him to make some more big plays. And now 3rd down and 15. Forbacher dumps this off, and the defense will get off the field. I hope y'all are enjoying the video. The first 2-game episode here in the live comm era. If you're enjoying, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. When we had gone up by 3 scores early in that previous game, I had taken Bo Jackson out. I wanted to limit his touches, and then that really wasn't an option. Another overthrow from Collins. We know under pressure, he's not going to be consistent. Blitz coming. They want more pressure. How about Aiden Williams on a catch and run? And a big first quarter for him. And on the RPO. Oh boy, it popped out of his hands. Nearly picked. I don't want to see that again. We will get Cedric Hawkins some more chances here in this one. And this is going to be Collins' turn on the keeper. He's dynamic. He just juked out the referee, it looked like, and he's gone. Touchdown, Ricky Collins. This is exciting. It's a 50-yard score for Collins in his starting debut. Right here, you start to realize, oh, he's got the speed to run past everybody. The referee's trying to just get out of the way, and Collins blows by the defense and has his first big touchdown for Arkansas State. All right, this is a problem here. Can anyone help me with this? I have a custom playbook, and suddenly now this onside kick is the default first kick I see. This is the 2nd time now I've chosen onside kick and didn't mean to. I don't know if I can fix that. Running to start the drive. Bears will get a nice jump start from Josh Joyner. We saw Texas State fall down early. Now Missouri State has done the same. 2nd and 10 over the middle and wrapped up by Kilgore. Play action. Forbacher completes, and it's a good pickup as they pick on Evan Brown, who really has not been having the best of episodes. This is a 3-safety package, so he's essentially playing the slot role there. Floating one. Great chance at a big play, but Zeus Lloyd can't make the catch. Bears 3rd down just at midfield, and they will throw one outside. That is gonna be a conversion. Still getting aggressive, blitzing the quarterback, but the pass is hauled in. Ryan Boyd. Ball at the 26 now. Missouri State running it. Falling ahead, close to the first is Joyner. 3rd down and 1. 3 receivers in the pattern. Joyner has it, following a pancake block on the right side. And another Joyner run. Evan Brown, he just saved the touchdown. Okay, we got to show the positives too. A lot of Joyner on this drive. One man to beat. Spins loose and is tackled at the 6. And now down. Ramon Green is the new running back in for Missouri State. He gets the call, trying to cap this one off, and he drives into the end zone. Committed to the run. Honestly, a beautiful drive for the Bears, and they get back in this game. Just about wrapped up here in the first as TMA's looking to make a play after the catch. Takes it up to the 40. And we're setting up a screen for Cedric Hawkins. We're going to cut back inside. Hawkins gains about 7. 3rd down and short. Pressure coming. Could not dump the pass off in time. 4th down for Arkansas State. They dial up a fake, and Eric Coakley Hall's going to be a yard short. Thought we could catch him there, but only got, I think, 1 of the 2 yards we needed. And we give it to the Bears at the 49, who built some momentum on that last drive. Now Joyner returns, and they got a catch and run. Sprinting away from Gorey is Brendan McQueen. Oh, wow, overthrown. Great RPO call, just could not execute it. Joyner gets the call right up the middle. He shakes a tackle and scores. This game is tied. Put a move on Malachi Whedon, who picked up the interception earlier. And for the 2nd straight week, we've seen us start hot and let them get back in it. How many points is Arkansas going to score next week? 14 all now in the first half. Flag down. Hawkins. Effort will be wasted. Another hold. On 2nd down and 16. Can't escape that rush, and there was nowhere to go. Missouri State, 14 unanswered. Good field position. There is a play in the backfield with us getting aggressive again. Joyner on the screen pass, and block set up perfectly. He gets 9. Forbacher hands off again in the backfield. He's met by Isaiah Hornsby. Trying to get them in more stressful 3rd downs, but Forbacher's got room. He's going to break a tackle and break away. That's a 42-yard score. Missouri State has just taken the lead. This defense has so much work to do, guys. Here's Bo Jackson. This could be trouble now. Bo on the breakaway to the 30. Wow, number 60's getting close, and he goes all the way for a touchdown. The immediate answer. You could tell he was probably gone pretty quickly on that run. Jackson now has a score in all 3 games. And there's no one over there. They all collapse to the same spot. That's not how you fit the run. All tied up now. Forbacher scans and dumps outside. Joyner's by himself now. Up the sideline. All the way to the Arkansas State 46. Play action and intercepted. It's picked by James Reed. 2 defenders in the area. That's our 2nd takeaway. You can see that he gets slowed by Whedon there. And so he's not exactly where Forbacher expects him. We'll take him any way we can. Back to pass, and Collins has Houston Thomas into plus territory. Setting up the screen, and it's TMA with Gabe Fortson now looking to receive some attention. 3rd down and 7 now, and there's just no way we're taking a massive risk at this point. Looks like Fortson's all right. Might miss a little time. And we're going to play it safe on this one. Just punt it back to Missouri State. See if we can down it. It's into the end zone. 3rd down from Missouri State, trying to avoid the 3 and out, and that's a great catch from Ryan Boyd. It's a fake. Pocket collapses, but he's still on his feet. Heaves it deep, and it's a touchdown! Brendan Lightning McQueen to the end zone. That was unbelievable. I thought we had the pocket completely surrounding him. How'd he get out of this one? Right there, Devin Noteboom, sack number 1. Let's celebrate. But he can't complete the tackle. And Forbacher just heaves it. Luke Wisham is the deep safety here. He can't keep up. McQueen, touchdown. We trail again. Isn't this what I said this season could be? Just us trying to outscore a poor defense, playing a bunch of high-scoring games. Get this out quick. Caught. Hudson Clement. This is a big catch and run. Can anybody catch him? Yes. Clement does not have blazing speed. 41 yards to Hudson Clement. He's been an impact player in all games so far. And this one is dumped off. Bo Jackson. He gains 9. We're coming out 4th and 1. I'd like to see us not just score on this drive, but this is kind of a twofold deal here. Jackson's going to run it right up the middle. Good job, Fortson. You know, this is so much more than just going for it to get 6. It's to make sure they don't get another drive in this half. That's worth a heck of a lot more than 3 points. Jackson running this one, and he hits the back of Clement, but now hits 100 yards in the half. Cedric Hawkins now in the game. It's going short. TMA. Titus Mokiao Adimalala. Smart timeout here by Missouri State. Wish they didn't call it. Bo Jackson doesn't score. Missouri State's now all out of timeouts. And now Jackson gets to the end zone. And we pull even once more. In the end, we did leave them some time after all. 44 seconds. And it's a run. Good tackle. Let's send this to the break. Another wild half of Arkansas State football. I hope you guys are enjoying the entertainment. We are not going to play boring games this season. 8 first half touchdowns. Given he is 280 pounds, Devin Noteboom's also going to get some reps as an inside player. We'll see if that unlocks anything for him. He has not made an impact yet on the edge. It's a handoff. Nope, they got me. Flag down, though. There was an illegal block in the back. Juked him out. Got the first down. Joyner to the 35. Play fake. Forbacher. All the time in the world again. Hooks up with Jaron Askren. 3rd and 3 for Missouri State. It's a run, and the play is made. There is Evan Brown on the TFL. But we have to do this again. They're going for it. Aggressiveness from the Bears on 4th down. Handling the pressure. It is caught. Now Brown gives up the first down through the air. Wide open, and again, way too much time in the pockets. How can we not get more push than this? 3rd and goal from the 7. Forbacher has to throw short, and the sideline is there to keep them out of the end zone. Now it's a short distance kick, but on the hash, these are tricky, and off the upright, and denied. Here comes some pressure, And Collins will find the open Houston Thomas for a first down. Cedric Hawkins getting some snaps after Bo Jackson's busy first half. And here's some more pressure, but getting it to Thomas. 17 of 24 through the air for Ricky Collins. It's only a 4-man rush this time. And he throws downfield, leaping catch. Titus Mokio, Adimalala. Great job this time up front. And they only sent 4. Hawkins even helps out a little bit. Just enough time to get it there. Keeper. Collins spinning and gaining 9 more. Collins dishes this out. Bounces off the tackle. Aiden Williams. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They gave him a big cushion on the outside. That was an option route. You never know if you're on the same page as your receivers running these. Aiden Williams knew what he was doing. (35-28) as the action continues in quarter number 3. Here's a run and filled nicely. Whedon with the tackle. Another run that we stuff at the line of scrimmage. It's Aaron Alexander. Now just trying to get off the field. It's only a 4-man rush, and Forbacher breaks the tackle just to throw it away. Another screen set up for Arkansas State, and this too will be a big gain. It's Hawkins across the 50. Hawkins motions out. That's going to be Aiden Williams. And it's been a big game for him. Now over 100 yards with a pair of touchdowns. Here's Bo Jackson fresh in the third quarter, falling ahead with 9 yards. It's never going to be just one running back. I don't even know what that means. Bo Jackson to the 15 as Anwar O'Neal is the latest player shaken up. I'm keeping track, too, of how many players are exiting. I believe that we've had 5 injury timeouts. Collins fakes, dumps it. Here's Bo Jackson now, making a move and turning this desperation dump off into 9 yards. Collins throwing, fricks the catch, and he scores. Touchdown, Arkansas State. What a debut for Ricky Collins. He's done a really good job today. It's the second time now we've created a 2-touchdown lead. Is this one safe? Forbacher knocked down by James Reed. The pressure is dialed up on third down and throwing into the void. Good play. To the run now. Here's some room. Joyner slips a tackle and is brought down by Evan Brown at the 42. 5 on the rush. Another one launch. Single coverage and broken up by Hornsby. Heavy pressure again. They run it right up the middle. That is the risk on some of these blitzes. When they get through the line cleanly, we're going to give up big gains. And the fourth quarter is underway, everybody. Missouri State with a big run. Good block on the safety. That's a 2-for-1 on that play. 2 pancake blocks from the left guard. Joyner at 112 yards now rushing. They just changed the play here at the line. We got to change it too then. Second down and 11. Cole Forbacher, play action. Pressured and taken down. Sacked by Drew Collins. He has a sack in all 3 games. And now just keep it in front of you, please. Third down and long. 3 receivers downfield, and that's caught. We gave it up. And down inside the 10, Brendan McQueen. 3rd and 18 isn't even safe with this defense. Good tackle by Pat Fargus. Hands off Joyner. And they are just too strong up front. Whoever that left guard is, man, he is just running people over. That is a Missouri State touchdown. Anwar O'Neal is replaced at left tackle. He's not 100% right now. Here's Bo Jackson right down the middle. Another big one. Bo all the way for 75. His second big touchdown of the day. What a start for Bo Jackson. This defense just doesn't have the speed when our playmakers get space. Good block by Hudson Clement. How good has he been overall? And just no one can close on Bo. And really, I mean, Bo Jackson's fast, but he's far from like an elite speed player. Bears again trailing by 14. Very critical 3rd and 7 with 9 minutes to play. Forbacher pressured and wrapped up by Noteboom. The true freshman has sack number 1 from the interior. I'm excited to see how Devin Noteboom grows as a player. He has really good size and has unlimited potential with his pass rushing. There are no caps on his finesse or his power rushing. He was one of the most intriguing players that we got, one of the best players in the recruiting class. Doesn't mean he's going to be great as a true freshman, but I think in a year or two, watch out. Inside give, Cedric Hawkins will get 6 as we try to run some clock. 3rd down and 4, Williams. What a great game he's put together. 3rd down and 11 as we go inside, 6 minutes to play. And it's time to go deep for Aiden Williams with the pass broken up. This is where we probably need to dial back the blitzes because the top priority is just to not give up big plays. They need 2 scores. So we just want them to run a lot of this clock down. 3rd and long. Better protection now. And it goes outside and out of bounds. Kamari Nix now in the game as a pass rusher. 4th and 9. And there's time. And this drive will continue. 1st down, Bears. It's out. There's a catch and run now. And across the 45. They make it to midfield. Inside handoff. A good spin. 9-yard gain as we'll go inside 4 to play. Sticking with the run. Bouncing. And breaking tackles. Falling ahead to the 34. We do blitz again. Floated outside. Nice play, everybody. Tackled by Quincy Wright. 3 and change left now for Bacher. He's got 4 players deep and then checks it down for another 4th down try. 4th and 3. Game essentially on the line. For Bacher converts again. Less than 3 to play. 2:40 left to play. Wide open, there's space, and a touchdown! Missouri State. I've almost called them Texas State like 20 times. And the Bears will kick it deep, hoping for a stop and a chance to tie this game. We'll take the ball to 25. 49-42, nearly 100 combined points this week. Bo Jackson held to just 1. 2nd down and 9. It's an RPO, catching them by surprise. And going down is Javion Fricks. 1 timeout left for Missouri State, plus the 2-minute warning as they spend their 3rd. Handoff. Here's Bo Jackson. He's got the 1st down. And we gotta stay in bounds, but they force him to the sideline. Still, this is not going to bode well for Missouri State as Bo Jackson will take it to the warning, and that's going to be ball game. Once again, it goes down to the wire. Not sure why it's not having the full time run out here. 40 times 3 is 2 minutes. There we go. Ball game. 2 straight wins at home. They both were exciting games. Maybe more exciting than any of us wanted them to be, considering these were not even 60 overall teams. and their offenses pushed us to the limit. Now, it did force us to figure out our offense after an awful debut in Week 1. And we've had to make a quarterback change, but I think Ricky Collins played great. A lot of plays again in this one, not as many as the previous, but I think because they run no huddle, there's going to be more plays in general. They threw it 42 times, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and over 400 yards. We also gave up over 100 on the ground. Josh Joyner had a really good day. And Brendan McQueen did as well. That 63-yard touchdown, man, that hurts. All right, 22 pancakes. That, first of all, Joey Chestnut might have trouble putting that away, but that's ridiculous. Collins in his debut, 26 of 34 for 316 yards, 3 touchdowns. That was a very clean game for the offense. And then Bo Jackson, he goes over 200 rushing, ripping off 2 50-plus yard touchdown runs, 3 total. Collins also contributes 49 yards and a touchdown run, while Aiden Williams finally has that game we were waiting for. TMA goes for 72 yards. Clement just 1. Also had some good blocks today. A fair amount of TFLs in this game. I thought we were a lot more competitive against the run in the second half. 3 sacks as well, and it wasn't really because of blitzing this time. And we get 2 turnovers. The blitz did help lead to the first one to Malachi Whedon, but this was a win that definitely puts us in the right direction. Bo Jackson is named Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week. And next up for the Red Wolves, it is going to be the final non-conference game against in-state opponent. We can't even call them a rival yet. They don't want it to be a rivalry. Arkansas is next. For the 4-star receivers, they both have just 1 offer so far. That's really good news for us. Dylan Boykin still favoring us over Memphis. I don't think there is a lot to change at this stage. I'm not doing any scouting, just focusing on these 10 players. Good progress this week on Hugh Souls at cornerback. We'll see how Collins looks against Arkansas. I can't imagine that this is going to be a fun time for us. Bo Jackson, though, I think our playmakers could have a chance to still look really good on an SEC field. A lot of these players came from Power 4 conferences. But this defense is playing more like a Division III team, so I'm terrified to see how this next game goes for them. But we're also going to get into the Sun Belt schedule, it looks like, in the next episode. And nobody has been undefeated to this point. A lot of us are tune-up games for much larger schools. Surprisingly, Marshall's the only team yet to win a game, period. But they are allowing more points per game than we are. That is it for this one, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this action-packed episode of the Arkansas State Dynasty. And hopefully these 2-game episodes are enjoyable. I'm sure they're going to be pretty long, especially given how many plays were just run. Basically 300 over these 2 games today. And of course, I'm still figuring out how this is all going to go. So looking forward to your feedback and looking forward to recording more. We're already a quarter of the way through the regular season. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.